All right, let's do something quick. Let's just have fun with something a little bit here, Houston Texans fans. Sorry, I had to wear my Detroit stuff. I'm feeling good. If you aren't used to us on this channel, what we love doing, we're Lions fans, and we have another channel, Sports Talk Detroit, and we wanted to do a channel that where we were able to talk about the teams that the national media ignores. And we've settled on the Texans and the Browns for this channel. We kind of have that same connection as Lions fans with the Browns, very similarly run organizations over the years. But the Texans are just a team that we've been reporting on all year. We're up to like 40 videos. You'll never see us do a Cowboys video or anything like that. We just want to provide good insight to the teams that don't get a lot of love out on the socials and on the different TV and platform and thing like that. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how the Houston Texans made a great move, all right, but ended up with an even better pick, all right? So we know about the whole move to get up and get Will Anderson Jr. and what you're doing with Arizona and all that kind of stuff. What people forgot about with this pick is that you had already made a trade where you were getting Cleveland's first-round pick this year for Deshaun Watson. Remember the Deshaun Watson trade? So here's the funny thing. If you had kept your pick, you would be picking number 27. Arizona gets that pick. Arizona, when they traded the pick, can I just talk to you for a second here? They thought they were going to get a better pick. They're like, all right, that's fine. They're going to have a rookie quarterback. They're going to have a rookie head coach, the Houston Texans, by the way. And we're going to be picking top 10 again because this roster just isn't complete. We're going to have a top 10 pick. If CJ Stroud ends up being really good, we'll still have a top 10 pick. It could be top 5 at worst, like, teens, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Well, Houston made it all the way to the divisional round, and their pick is officially pick number 27 here. All right, pick number 27, while our pick from Cleveland ends up being the Texans get pick number 23. All right, and I do this all the time here, so I got to switch over to the backdrop that has Sports Talk Extra on it as I'm doing this for you guys. But like when we see this, and you see that we now have pick 23, and all we gave up was pick 27, and we ended up getting another pick. I understand that, but we got Will Anderson. If you had to redo that all over again, would you say you won the trade? Because I would say you won the trade. I think it's kind of like, it reminds me of the Lions trade with Stafford. Like we ended up getting the victory on it. All right, we get Goff. He's a good quarterback. You guys trade away Deshaun Watson. Well, you were able to use your pick. You get CJ Stroud. You're able to trade up a little bit from another one, and you're able to get Will Anderson Jr., and all you're giving up is a later pick, and then now what is a 27th pick? All right, so here's the question. As you're looking at that pick, and I'll just give you this. This is off PFF, and I think this part's actually free, so I don't feel bad showing this to you. All right? It's not behind a paywall. The question becomes, where do you want to improve? So if it's me, I'm saying like here's the beautiful thing about this team. There are plenty of areas in which you could improve, but there's also not a lot of weak areas. So if it's me, I'm going to continue to try and make things a strength. So if I go over, and if you haven't seen Tankathon's a blast. And by the way, we're starting to enter mock draft season. You'll be seeing mock drafts for us with the Texans on this channel. No doubt. All right. But there's a few things that kind of stand out to me. You're picking right here at 23. They have you taking Terrion Arnold, cornerback out of Alabama. He's a playmaker. He had 5 interceptions this year. He's a good player. All right. Personally, I like Cooper DeJean. All right. By the way, fun little trivia question for you. Who was the last player to start that was white at cornerback? Like, that's one of those weird trivia questions that you can ask. Think about it for a little bit. I'll tell you the answer later in this. And I believe I'm still right on it. But go out and watch some film, because if you can, I want you to envision something for me for a second. You saw what CJ Stroud was able to do with Noah Brown. Okay, imagine what he could do with Keon Coleman if he's still sitting here. I don't think Keon Coleman lasts this long. Or a guy that I like just as much, Brian Thomas Jr. These are two guys, 6'4", 215, 6'4", 205. And if you need to have a consolation, Adonai Mitchell out of Texas. And then all of a sudden you go over here, you have Tank Dell in the slot. You don't have to pay $10 million for Robert Woods to come back. All right. You have Collins and one of those other guys on the outside. And all of a sudden, in the course of a year or two, you have gone from, oh, is that the worst receiving core in the league when the year started last year? It's at least a bottom 5 when the year started this previous year. Okay. And now all of a sudden you'd be starting next year. So a 1 year time. And you have to be asking yourself the question, is that the best? Or at least a top 5 receiving core in the league? And then you put them with CJ Stroud and you put them with this offensive line that you already have people that are locked up for a season. All right, you have multiple players that are locked up. Tunsil's locked up. Mason's locked up. All right, Scruggs is locked up. There's other players that were hurt that you can lock up as well. So I don't think you need to go on the offensive line. Like, just finish the offense out. Get the talent there, and then allow your defensive coach to use the later draft picks, all right, to fill out that defense. Because your offense, I think, is one piece away from being just ridiculous, whereas your defense is multiple pieces. I also wouldn't fault anyone for going after like a Nate Wiggins, a Kool-Aid McKinstry, a Terrion Arnold, right? Quinyon Mitchell, by the way, very unique. We'll do a breakdown of him at some point in this offseason as well. Going and getting another edge rusher. I think you guys are good on edge, so I wouldn't go there. You have to realize, like, what is the board? How does it fall? Like, how does it fall? And so, like, defensive tackle, there's just not a lot in this area right now. All right, you'd probably have to reach for like a Leonard Taylor who might come up. Somebody, that's just the way I see it. So you're in a good spot. You have a good pick. Enjoy it. You won the trade. All right, that's the beautiful thing. That is the beautiful thing, is we never know how these things are going to come to fruition. We don't. What we do know is that you are one wide receiver away, in my opinion, from being elite. Not only that, but Tank Dell, you saw him go down with an injury. Nico Collins has been injury prone throughout his career. That's who he has been. So if you're able to go out and get another wide receiver, you're also insulating yourself, because CJ Stroud is good no matter what, but when he has 2 receivers that he trusts that are on the good to great to elite level, he's unbelievable. He's unbelievable. So allow him to have that. This is just early thoughts. We're going to talk about a bunch of stuff. We're going to go in every different direction. So whatever you're thinking, if there's somewhere direction that you want the Texans to go, I promise we'll cover it at some point in this offseason, because we got 3 months until the draft. So, and draft talk is just, it's fun. Like, it's fun. You fall in love with players, and you hope that your GM falls in love too, and you see what happens. All right, hope you enjoyed the video. Texans content coming to you all off season. I think what I've noticed with the Texans is that it's really hard to find a lot of content. So we want to be your go-to source for it. So make sure you stay locked in and subscribed here and are watching the videos that we're putting out. All right. Hey, it was a great season. Congratulations on making it to the divisional round with a rookie quarterback, rookie head coach. It's amazing. All right. See ya.